5-second delay. That's not so bad. Hello, James. How you doing? Hello, Jackie boy. How you guys doing? No, I didn't want. No, I did not see Black Adam. Not interested. Not a rock fan. All right, everyone's getting here. All right. Well, I hope you guys have been all right. I have had an interesting 48 hours. I'm in a very positive and hopeful mood, so I hope you guys have had a pleasant last number of days. I know how to cook. That's nice. So do I. I mean, I'm not the. I mean, my options are limited, but I know how to cook. As long as it comes with instructions. But how have you guys been over the last few days? Would you eat Panda Express breakfast? Well, maybe not. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't eat it like all day. Made some deep fried potatoes. Okay. Well, all right. Well, welcome back, Sean Shepard. Well, I quit my. I mean, I didn't quit. I can say this now. I quit my job some time ago. At least my arcade job, and I've been working at a different job that is a lot more relaxing. I can officially say that now. I've held that off for some time, but like now that I now have like officially started like my new job. I'm just happy because I was not happy at that arcade job. I'd been there for 3 years. Summer was coming. The kids were gonna get out, and I was gonna be stressed beyond belief. But yeah, you love the shirt? Thanks. I got it from a PlayStation Experience when they still did that. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember that idea. I'll see if I can find them. I typically keep them in my Pandora's box. But I don't think I have as many as I think. I'm sure I have a lot of them, but I'd have to look through a number of boxes to find all of them. Well, Gordon, best way I can describe it, I'm working with an awesome BMX biker, and I'm just helping him upload a lot of content. That's the best way I can describe it, and he's really cool. He's probably the coolest guy I've ever actually worked for. And there's a good possibility this might actually be like a job I actually love, and that's something I can say I've never actually had before. Like every other job I've had has felt like a job, but I'm actually doing something that I love doing, and he's actually encouraging me to try things that could help the channel in a big way. So I'm looking forward to that. How many hours of sleep do I get? It depends on the day. Like when I had my old job, I might get like 5 to 6, but now with this new job, I probably could get that to like, on average, maybe 7, possibly 8. So, and I'm working 2 less days, but I'm ultimately making roughly the same amount of money I was at the old job. So that gives me more time to actually game create content and sleep more. So that's why I'm real positive about this. Top 5 Marvel and DC heroes. Okay, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and I don't know, Green Lantern, I guess. Favorite character to play as an Injustice 2? Probably Superman. But I haven't played Injustice 2 in a long time, so. Days Gone is too slow. I don't think it's too slow. If you want to talk about a game, Gordon, that's slow, try Death Stranding. That is a very, very, very slow game. It takes about 40 hours before it actually gets. I would say once you get to like the last third of the game, that's when it kind of picks up. Hopefully that is not the case for Death Stranding 2. But from what I've heard from people who apparently have had like 40 hours to play it, it's a big improvement over the original game. So it has piqued my interest. I don't think I'll buy it, but I'll definitely rent it. I beat Rise of the Tomb Raider and gave it a perfect 10 out of 10. Oh, that's in my 10 out of 10 too. It's my favorite of the trilogy. So I'm glad we both agree. Same with Borderlands 2. Did you used to only have no? Oh no, 2 to 3 hours of sleep? No. You couldn't survive off of that. That's not healthy. Do I have any interest in Transformers? Some, but I wouldn't say I'm a biggest fan. Like I say, like I grew up with it a little bit, but like I'm not like the biggest fan of it now. What are you going to play? You know what, Commander Shepard? I'm still waiting for my copy to get in the mail. It hasn't come yet. But my copy of Doom is coming, so I'm pumped up for that. So it looks like I'll play Doom before I get a chance to play Indiana Jones. I don't have a mystery. I don't know if I'll do a mystery game. I'll think about it. If things go well, then I'll do one. But if enough people show up, I'll do a mystery game. But not if like a lot of people don't show up. What's my favorite map in Halo 1? I don't have a favorite map. What rating do I think you would give Death Stranding to? I don't know. I haven't played it. I can't give it a rating until I've played it. That's I can't rate something I haven't played. I'm just not feeling Days Gone. It's not for everyone. Why aren't I going to buy? I'm not buying it. I'm renting it. I'm just not sure. I'm not buying it because I want to get the collector's edition and it doesn't have a physical copy. So I'll probably end up renting it. Because I don't. Here's the thing. If it doesn't come, if it's not part of a collector's edition, I typically don't buy it. I will rent it, hang on to it for a few months, and then I'll keep it for a sales price. I mean, it's incredibly rare that I ever buy a retail game that's not part of a collector's edition. I mean, that's why I got Assassin's Creed for a collector's edition. It came with a physical copy. But for these PlayStation games, they're not coming with physical copies, and that's pissing me off. So, like, Death Stranding, had that had a physical copy, I would have pre-ordered a collector's edition for that, but it doesn't. They're doing the same thing of Ghost of Yotai. However, I really want that mask. It's coming with another mask like this, and I really want it. So I'm wondering, should I like do what I did with God of War and Horizon, which I should have known I should have known they were going to start doing this, because Horizon and God of War were doing this, where they were giving you digital copies of games but not giving you physical copies. So I ended up buying those games twice. No, I take that back. No, they would give you a steel case, a steel book with a digital copy with no disc. That's why I ended up having to buy a second copy and then giving my brother the downloadable code, so he had the game digital, but I had the physical copy. These new collector's editions don't come with a steel book at all, so I don't have an incentive to buy it. So, yeah. Scale rating for Death Stranding. I think I gave Death Stranding 1, I think I gave it like a 7.5 or an 8, but I gave it a little bit of slack because it was Kojima and it was his first game outside of Metal Gear, so I gave it a lot of slack. Had it been like his second game, like, I won't be as nice for Death Stranding 2 if it's like more of the same. I won't be as nice, so there better be some major improvements, but from what I've heard, there are. Favorite Halo faction, Humans, Covenant, or Flood? I don't have one. You beat Shadows, it was great. I beat Shadows too, I liked it, I really liked it. I can't wait for the DLC to come out. I mean, I don't give a damn what people say about it. I'm having a great time playing as Naoe and Yasuke. Having a great time. I use them in very different ways and different approaches, and it works. Am I going to do... Unfortunately, Commander Shepard, I couldn't get my hands on the collector's editions. I didn't get it in time. I wanted one so bad. But, like, I don't know, maybe someone will sell the collector's edition statue on eBay or something, because I definitely want to do that for the helmet, so... Favorite weapon in Doom? Probably a shotgun. Do I have a copy of Astrobot? Yes, I do. My friend John is borrowing my copy, but I do have a copy, just like I have an Astrobot controller, which, yes, I'm happy about. Did I see the trailer for Superman? Yes, I did. It looks okay. I mean, I'll see it, but like it looks okay. I didn't feel like doing a reaction for it. What if I was in the world of COD? Live in a place where there's not any shooting. I don't know, Commander Ship. You had these really weird questions. Let's make. I don't know. And you're firing them out at a much rapider pace than usual. Have I tried Domino's stuffed crust pizza? No, Rashad. I never have. I have tried Little Caesars pretzel pizza before, and I really like that. Have I played Smash Brothers? Yes, I have, but only on the N64. Scale rate for X-Men Days of Futures Past, I don't need to scale it. It's my favorite team superhero film of all time. It makes the Avengers look like shit, in my opinion. You had a graduation party and got $840. Well, congratulations. I Got to have dinner with my folks at a Applebee's. That's what we did when I graduated. Have I ever watched One Punch Man? I've seen a couple. I've seen like a couple clips, but I've never actually watched an episode. Out of all the Doom games you have played so far, which one's my favorite? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with 2016's Doom. I actually think Doom Eternal did expand a little bit. I'm gonna give the slight edge to classic Doom, although I think Doom Eternal was also really, really good. And from what I've heard, Doom, the Dark Ages plays a little bit more like classic 2016 Doom, and that's a good thing. Not that Doom Eternal was bad. Like, that was a fucking awesome game. I just felt that Doom 2016 was a lot more simpler, and I gravitate more towards that. But both Doom Eternal and Doom are both fucking awesome games. Brian is a man who knows that he is a gamer, who knows it's always last. Brian lives at home, Las Vegas, Nevada, answering questions for his fans. Yes, Mayboom, you know me too well. Get Back by the Beatles. Never heard of it. I'm not a Beatles fan. What is one food I can't stand? Anything but peanut butter. I hate peanut butter. I'm allergic to it. Favorite book? I don't know. That's a tough question. I'll have to think about that. Have I watched Starship Troopers Invasion? No, I have not. I think I've seen only the first Starship Troopers movie and maybe the second one, which was a direct-to-DVD film. It was okay, but and I've heard they're remaking Starship Troopers, which I hope they do that. I'll definitely see that in theaters. Have I seen Drunken Master? No, I have not. Commander Shepard, I played a game called Mullet Mad Jack and hated it. It was so bad, it was like you hated Tenkaichi. Well, I've never heard of Mad Jack, but now I know to stay away from it. Suicide Squad and Dragon Ball crossover. That sounds like an awful idea. When will you get a dog? I know. I'm still working on that. I'm getting the parts necessary. I'm just trying to save up. Like, I know exactly the dog. I know where we're gonna put it, and then I just have to talk to my roommates and just kind of negotiate that they have to kind of take care of it when I'm not there. Like now that I'm with this new job and I'm working less, I can actually be here and take care of the dog more, but like the few times I won't be here, I kind of need them just to keep an eye on it. So that's the conversation I have to have with them. Played State of Decay? No, maybe I've never played State of Decay. I've heard of it. I think my cousins played it, but I've never played it. Favorite bow in Resident Evil? What do you mean bow? Oh, B-O-W. Oh, like one that I like? I guess the liquor, because it's classic and it's interesting in its design, I guess. Which Dragon Ball Z which games are open world? I don't know. I haven't played them all, so I can't tell you. I can only talk about the ones I've played. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kakarot is kind of open world-ish. And they're still releasing DLC content for that, which I'm happy about. Have I seen Passion of the Christ? No, I'm not interested in that film. Will it be either one of these German? No, it's not. No, it's not a big dog. It's not a German Shepherd, a Doberman, or a Rottweiler. No, that is, for me, I think that's a bad dog for first-time owner, in my opinion. Favorite DMC gameplay-wise? Oh, it's definitely 5. No question. 5 has the best gameplay. It's the best Devil May Cry game. I'm not arguing that. I think it's the best in every single department. Why do you hate Terraskaze? It's a really bad fighting game. What are you talking about? Have you played that game, or are you just asking because you're curious about it? It's an awful fighting game. I mean, it's like Virtual Fighter for amateurs, and it's like poorly controlled. And it's just like, this doesn't make sense. Like, if you hit someone with a lightsaber in a fight, it would just cut them off. Devil May Cry 3 is the second best. Yeah, I would say so. I agree. And that's also a 10 out of 10. Or at least the special edition is 10 out of 10. But yeah, I agree. I'd say Devil May Cry 3 is, it's second best. It's my second favorite. Understandable. My family has always had German Shepherds throughout the years. Well, I'm glad. I think my sister wants a no, she doesn't want. She wants a husky, but I think huskies are bad in this environment because we live in a desert and huskies are better in cold environments. I'm sad, Granta. No, 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 no. I wouldn't be sad, and it seems kind of proper. It comes out 2016, so all sixes. So that actually makes more sense. And if it has more time to, they'll get polished and that'll make it a much better game. I don't think it's a game I'll love because I've never actually loved any Grand Theft Auto game. I've played a lot of them. I've focused on the story. I've beat them once and then I've returned them, and I think I'll do the same thing with this. I heard Ryan Reynolds is making Deadpool 4 like X-Men X-Force. I heard that too. Who knows what'll happen? Who knows? Okay. You have a song recommendation, and what would that be? I've never heard of that, but maybe I'll give it. Maybe if I'm bored enough, I'll give it a chance. Broly became canon in Dragon Ball. Do you think? He might be. Rashad, he might be. Maybe down the road. Anything's possible. Heck, who knows? Maybe one day Raditz will make a return or something. I'd be open for that. Favorite Ultra Beast? I don't have one. Describe Transformers 5 in 2 words. 2 words? I'll describe it. Don't remember. Don't remember. That's how I describe it. Favorite dog sidekick? I don't have one. You think Harley Quinn and Deadpool would be a great couple? I mean, if you say so. Did you see the next Nolan film is gonna... Next. 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 Do I like pistachios? No, Jackie Boy, I don't like them. I don't know anyone who does. Favorite soda? Wow, that's a tough one. Maybe Fanta. Specifically orange Fanta. I take that back. It's probably Pepsi. Yeah, it's Pepsi. I had to switch that off a little bit. Well, you like pistachios? All right, well, that's fine. I know people who like pickles. I don't like pickles, but I know people who do, so it's fine. Your favorite is Mountain Dew? Okay. What college did I go to? I went to a college. It doesn't exist anymore. I went to a college called Collins College. It was located in Tempe, Arizona. I went there for game design. They promoted it a lot on G4, and that's why I went there. Because I thought it would be fun to make video games. But then when I went through the whole process, I realized, something? It's not fun. I mean, game designers, I feel bad because they don't really get to enjoy the games like we do. Like, when I went to E3, I spoke to a lot of them. Most of them don't. Like, they're happy with the final products, but, like, they experience that game different than us. Because for us, we, like, experience, like, a great game. For them, all they can think about is, like, the years and countless nights and weeks and months and stressful environment that they were in. And they get very little break time before they go into the next project. And then some people get moved on to the next project immediately, and so they don't really get a chance to enjoy the final product as we do. So game designers make a great sacrifice for the rest of us, and that's something I'm not willing to do. I mean, I respect the game design process. I went through it for college. What rating would I give Crysis 2? I don't know. Heard of Portal games? Postal games? Yeah, but I've never played them. What rating would I give Kane and Lynch? I wouldn't rate that game. When I go to McDonald's, I order double quarter pounder and cheese, but I ask leave out the pickles and onions. Okay, good for you. It's not really a question, it's more of a statement. Oh, that reminds me. I'm not sure if you guys should really follow me on Instagram and Twitter because this arrived in the mail yesterday. My Darth Vader popcorn bucket for episode 3. It took about 2 weeks for it to actually get here, and I'm trying to see if I can collect the other one too. So, I mean, this is what it looks like, and it's like, and the cool thing, there's actually, if I don't know if you guys got time for this. Wait. It actually makes sounds too. It breathes. That's why I love this thing. It actually breathes too. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get the other one too. Yeah, I don't even think the. There's something about Machiavelli that eats at the head. I don't know what that. I don't know. What up, Wing Zero? How you doing? Vader helmet off the chain. Heck, I thought so. And people are trying to charge like $100-something off of eBay. I got this for like 30 for $40, but I had to buy it off their website directly, and it came with no popcorn. So I don't know. Maybe one day if I find a good enough movie I watch here, I'll fill it up with popcorn so I can at least test it out once. So, but I don't know. This is actually a pretty good sized Vader helmet. I think if it were like a little bigger, it might fit me. If it was like maybe like 1.5 size bigger. Oh, okay. Means disturbing in this case. Okay. Seen Split? Yeah, but I didn't really care much for it. Best Dragon Ball villain? Probably Raditz, I guess. Can't go wrong for the first one. Don't you just hate people that can't keep things clean? I don't know. In what context? What do you mean clean? What do you mean? In what context? Like their house clean, their room clean, their car clean, themselves clean? You saw that? Yeah, M. Night. I don't know. Yeah, he made another movie. I didn't see it. It didn't look interesting to me. Well, I don't know. I guess if someone can't keep clean, they got a lot of problems. Speaking of, hang on. No, I don't want to test that out. This shit. I like your God of War T-shirt. This isn't a God of War T-shirt. It's a PlayStation T-shirt. There's Kratos. That's Shadow of the Colossus. That's the logos. That's Deacon from Days Gone, and that's Aloy. Yeah, and that symbol is similar to that. So, and it's similar to that too. So, yes, it's not a God of War shirt. I wish I had a couple God of War shirts. You guys got anything else? You guys got kind of quiet all of a sudden. And we were doing so well for the first 25 minutes. We're almost halfway through. What's your opinion on Beerus? He's fine. He's God of Destruction. He seems like he's a cool character. What do I think of Harley Quinn Wait, what? What do you think if Harley Quinn discovers you in Gotham? probably walk away because I'm not very interesting. I'd be like, I'm not interested, and I'd just walk away. And then she'd walk away, and then that'd be the end of it. I can't swear to tattoos because of money, wanting something different and missing seeing my skin. Favorite horror series? I'm not really into horror series, so I don't only have one. Have I seen Andor season 2? No. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer till I just got done paying to see Daredevil, and maybe I'll watch Andor season 2 when I'm in a bed when I feel like it. But I mean I liked season 1, but it wasn't something I feel like I want to go watch immediately. Am I gonna get the Doom helmet or not? I want the Doom. I'm probably gonna get it off of eBay. But yes, I want the Doomslayer helmet. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? Well, that's Scorpion, of course. I'm practicing driving to get my license. Oh, well, good luck to you. It's not as scary as you thought. I actually I lived with a family friend who actually taught me to get my license in like I think it's like 40, like maybe 72, maybe 32, 36 hours. It was like he gave me the book, I took the test, then we went and did a little driving. The next day I took the driver's test and I got my driver's license. So I had I was like, wow, I thought that'd be way harder because our dad never taught any of us how to drive. So the fact that this guy, this family friend, could do it in less than a day and a half, just in 2 days, so that was amazing. Everyone likes. What new movie am I looking forward to seeing? I mean, Superman's an obvious one, and maybe Mission Impossible, and I don't know. There's probably some stuff late in the year, but I can't think of them right now. I may have asked this before, but I've forgotten. Have I seen the Reacher show? Yeah, I've seen the Reacher show, but I didn't watch the latest season. You just finished Indiana Jones and the Great Circle and Platinum did now. I'm going to start on Doom Ages next week. Oh, awesome. From what, I mean, I think I'm going to have a good time with Indiana Jones because it reminds me of an older game that most of you have probably completely forgotten about, but I think is highly underrated. Your favorite Mortal Kombat character is Sub-Zero? Okay, that's fair. And I think Sub-Zero is my brother's favorite character, so. Yeah, pretty sure that's his. But I'm sure he hasn't played Mortal Kombat in a while. Ooh. Have I watched Dunes 1 and 2? Yes, of course I have. They're fine. I like them. I think you can watch them both on Netflix right now. Yeah, they're fine. Do you think otters are cute? Yeah, I think otters are cute. I wouldn't mind having one as a pet if I was living in the right place. I'm curious. Do any of you guys know what this is and where it's from? You know what this is from? Is there a fighting character you relate to, like a Tekken? No, I wouldn't say that. Favorite Cell stage? Well, you gotta go with Final Form, I guess. Well, Comic Gamer 360 gets 10 points. No, I'm pretty sure Comic Gamer got it. You like spicy foods? Yeah, but not too spicy. Not the type that really makes you feel sick in the stomach. Okay. Have I ever seen The Rock? Yeah, with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery and Ed Harris, and they take over Alcatraz. Yeah, I've seen it. It's easily one of Michael Bay's best films. Is that camera on your bed? Yeah, it's my old can. It's my old it's my old Canon. I was just testing out earlier today. I eat Carolina Reaper hot wings. Well, I've never heard of them, but I hope they don't make you feel too sick. You think Wolverine is overrated? I wouldn't say overrated, but he's an example of how do I say this? I would say Wolverine. I wouldn't say he's overrated, but I think his status has elevated in recent decades because, to be fair, here's what I say. I say before the live action movies came out, I think Wolverine at most was like a B character. He felt like a B character. Like he was an important character, but he was never like the focal point of the X-Men. Then the movies came out and like for some reason they all focused on Logan. And then that kind of trickled down to the comics and the cartoon series and the video games. It's just like you realize he's not the leader of the X-Men. Why are we acting like he's the leader of the X-Men? So I would say, in my opinion, I think in recent years, the only version of Wolverine, in my opinion, I would say X-Men 96 does Wolverine right. Like, he's an important character, but he's not, like, the focal point. And I think Days of Future's Past handles Wolverine properly in terms of, the movie isn't focused on him. He's more of a plot device. He's there and he's important, but he isn't the main focus of that story. And in my opinion, that's what makes Days of Future's Past the best, in my opinion. I just kind of felt like, X-Men's 1 and 2 and 3, they made Logan the leader, and I felt like that's not his role. I never felt comfortable with him in that role. I'm not saying he can't have his own stories, because I think some of his solo films are alright, except X-Men Origins, that movie's garbage. But I just, like, if they are serious about giving Wolverine another go, I would just have him take a support role and not be forced to the leader role. That's all I'm asking for. Like, I don't trust Disney with X-Men, but like I'll give them a chance as long as they don't make Logan the main focus again. Because there's so many great characters that I think got overshadowed. So I don't think I won't go as far as say that Wolverine is overrated, but I'll say that Wolverine's status level has increased at the expense of the rest of the X-Men, because that's what made, in my opinion, the X-Men cool. Is it was always about the team and not just any individual. That's the problem with the Marvels, is you have too many divas that want things to be about them and they don't think about the team. And the same thing with the Justice League. They work better when they're on their own, and they don't work so well as a team. But the X-Men is the one team that is built to operate as a team. Same thing with Fantastic Four, but just not as good. Favorite Superman movie? Probably Man of Steel, I would say. Ain't the leader usually Cyclops? Yes. Yes, it should be. So, okay, yes, technically Professor Xavier is the leader, but like out on the field, Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men. Yeah. Do you like X-Men? The funny thing, that is the Super Gaming, that is the one example where the movie was crap, but the video game was really, really awesome. I think I do have a copy of that on PlayStation 3. and it's a God of War copy, but a good one. So yeah, I actually think Origins, the video game, is easily one of the best X-Men games ever. What inspires you these days? Uh, just trying to live a happy life, I guess, and live a better life than where I'm at right now, I guess. That's the best way I can describe it. And and I don't know, although I'm still trying to come up with ideas for future videos. So. And I'm currently working on the next Verse Series matchup video, which is going to be short like the last one. And I think they'll all be short moving forward. Really? Your sister had quite a disdain for Jean Grey going dark? But that's kind of how the Phoenix works. I mean, where she was just killing everyone. That's kind of what makes Jean so unstable. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate in the comic books. To be fair, when she does not have the Phoenix Force under control, it's not wise to be around her. My favorite X-Men game is X-Men Legends 2: Rise of Apocalypse. Oh, okay. Shame you like the longer format. I like doing the longer format too, but people didn't watch the longer format, and maybe I can understand that. Maybe they want shorter videos, so the shorter ones seem to draw better. Apocalypse movie didn't do Apocalypse justice. I agree. it wasn't bad. It just it wasn't very good. it had a couple of bright spots, and yeah, Apocalypse was. Yeah, they could have done better. Have I seen Flashpoint Paradox? The animated Flash movie? I believe so. The ability to play Deadpool and X-Men Legends. I didn't play it, so I don't know. Who in the Bat family who in the Bat family I don't like? Who don't I like? I don't know. All the core members seem to be all right with me. I don't know anyone I don't like. I mean, Bruce is fine, Dick's fine, Jason's fine, Tim's fine, Damien's fine, Barbara's fine, Alfred's fine, Huntress is fine. Not sure if Selena actually counts, but she's a pretty consistent ally. She's fine. I don't know. In the immediate Bat family, I don't hate anybody. What's up, Solid Snake? What's his motivation? Just to prevent nuclear weapons from being used, really, or technically Metal Gear weapons from being used. I mean, that's his primary motivation. You turn 21 next year. Congratulations, you can finally drink. Have I ever seen the Gotham show? I think I watched the first season, and then I quit because I didn't like where it was going. And then by the end, it was completely ridiculous. Seeing that kid in that bat suit was like the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, it was interesting, the concept of what was Gotham before Batman, and then you realize it wasn't any different. Like, and then you just had Gordon taking on all his villains, and it was done in a ridiculous fashion. it didn't work by the end. I think after season 1, I was done with it. What TV shows tend to do? It was ridiculous. I didn't like it. No, I'll take shark repellent. It's not that crazy. What keeps Solid Snake going besides fighting Metal Gears? Smoking. Smoking keeps him going. The show was definitely disengaging for me from watching the whole thing. Yeah, I know a lot of people felt that way. You like Hulk 2003 for Guilty? I can understand that. I didn't think it was. I think it was that bad. I mean, it has its moments. I don't know. Maybe we could see Eric Bana come back as Bruce Banner in like one of these Avengers films. What if there's no smoking policy? What's he gonna do? What do you mean? Well, he retires from smoking by the end. So by the end, I don't think he cares for smoking. Am I the only one who likes Raiden more as Jack the Ripper? You mean what's the difference? He's just on a rage killing people. What's the difference? He kills people as Raiden with a sword, then he just kills people with a sword, but he's a little angrier. I didn't really see much of a difference. What do I think of the father and villain? I don't even know who that was. I don't know who he was. It was weird. Like his ability to absorb things and then he loses because he absorbs too much gamma radiation. Like that's how you beat him. He just keeps sucking energy and it just keeps going and going. I was not a fan of that ending. I actually think the fight with the 3 dogs was cooler. Have I seen Full Metal Alchemist? Yeah, I've seen it a few times. You think Raiden and Solid Snake techs? I don't think they need to. The Punisher grade rating? I mean, he kills people. I mean, I don't know how you grade that. He just kills people. Blade just kills people. I don't know how you grade that. And they're good at their jobs. Alright, we got 17 more minutes, and I don't know, we might. Doesn't Snake have nanomachines? Not really. I mean, kind of, but he kind of got rid of them by the end of 4. He kind of got rid of them. Kind of. Most underrated boss in God of War. Underrated? I guess the Persian King in God of War Chains of Olympus, I guess. Isn't he supposed to be enhanced somehow? He's not enhanced. Solid Snake is not enhanced at all. He is an average. He's not enhanced. He does not have super strength. He does not have super speed. He is a regular soldier. What if they come with Deadpool being NC-17? I don't. So what? What's the difference? What's the difference? One, you couldn't release an NC-17 film, so no one would see it. Hey, what's up, Winter Goes? You think Solid Snake goes on internet forums? No, I'm sure he's got better things to do. You think... Is Solid a regular person? No, he's a clone, but he's a regular clone. He's not like an enhanced clone. He's a clone. He's just an average clone. They don't make super enhanced clones in Metal Gear. They don't do that. He's not a clone like Agent 47. 47 is something else. You think Solid Snake gets rejected by the ladies? He's not interested in. He's too busy with his work. He's not looking for a relationship. That's very clear. You want to talk about relationship? Talk to his daddy. Your favorite boy's character is Soldier Boy. Oh, good for you. Is that why some of the Metal Gear games have different protagonists? No, kind of. There's only, as far as I know, there's only 3 protagonists. There's Big Boss, the Solid Snake, and then there's Raiden. There's not that many protagonists. Like, there's not too many playable protagonists. Have I seen Quiet Place? If so, what are my thoughts? No, I've not seen Quiet Place. Deadpool game is awesome. Yeah, it's fine. It's alright. You think Solid Snake thinks he's funny? He's not big on jokes. Talk to his daddy. He's the one with the jokes. Sometimes. Hung out? I don't think training would be counting as hunk as I don't think that counts. I mean, technically Big Boss did train Solid Snake for a bit. Have I seen Hulk versus 2009? No, I'm not familiar with that. Who's a better protagonist, Chris or Leon? Well, I don't think you can. I think they're both good. I don't think. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Leon than Chris, but like, I won't deny Chris is the face of Resident Evil, so it's a dead even for me. You can't really compare the two. They're very different, but they're very, very good at what they do. Like, I don't think anyone could argue Chris is the predominant face of Resident Evil heroes. I don't think anyone could argue with that, but apologies for all these questions. I've not played any other games except the 5th, although I didn't mention other playing games before. Oh, no, it's fine. One with Thor and Wolverine. I'm not familiar with that. That doesn't seem fair. Thor versus Wolverine? Wolverine would get destroyed. Are you crazy? What the hell? I mean, all Thor's got to do is toss Wolverine's ass in space, and that's it. You think Solid Snake thought Big Boss was funny? I don't think Big Boss. They didn't have that kind of relationship, so I don't think so. Have I ever read Batman vs. Predator comic? I've never heard of it, so I can't say. The pain makes me uncomfortable. The one with the hornets, he's not that hard to deal with. But I guess because he has bugs, that would freak me out too. I mean, the fear acts like a spider. The fury uses fire. In the end, it's just a creepy old man with a sniper rifle who won't kill you. So, no, Hulk versus Thor and Wolverine? What are you talking about? What do you mean Hulk? I don't remember a time where Thor and Wolverine teamed up to fight Hulk. I mean, I think Thor could put up a really good fight against Hulk. And I know Wolverine could put up a good fight against Hulk, but I don't recall a time where they've ever fought Hulk together. You think Big Boss used to poke fun at... No, he did not. No. I have my doubts about the new Superman. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's definitely different from prior versions, so I'll give it credit for that. So, I'll give it a shot. You think Gray Fox and Solid Snake used to chill? I'm sure they hung out when they were younger. They did train together when they were coming up through Foxhound, so I guess the term's chill. I guess. I've never... Okay, someone sent me a picture of Hulk, and I've never heard of this film. Okay, that's a first for me. I've never heard of it. But thanks. I appreciate there's some of you that actually follow me on Facebook. I appreciate that. Like, that's how quick you can message me. Like if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter and you send me a message, I'll check it out. But I've never... Okay, thanks. Thanks. Thanks, Comic Gamer. I've never seen that before. I didn't know that existed. Okay, maybe if I have time. Okay, yeah, thanks, Comic Gamer. I've never heard of that before. Okay, maybe I'll give it a shot. Have I ever seen Batman Under the Red Hood? Yes, I have. That's probably... You can make an argument that's probably the best animated Batman film ever. Or at least on par with Mask of the Phantasm. You could make a real good argument for that. That's a really good animated Batman film. All right, well, we got about 6 more minutes. My computer's my computer's feeling a lot better today, so hopefully Halo can be running. I tested it before the stream and it ran just fine. So if some of you guys want to sit tight after the stream ends, then you can watch me play some Halo. It did start up and it did play, so that's good. Any plans for the People's Questions 600? It'll just be another episode. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't think there's anything special you can do. Originally you gotta remember when I was doing this at the very beginning, I would request questions and then I would film a whole episode and upload it. So doing live streams of it is kind of the newest thing. The biggest change I added. So I'm not sure where else I could go with this format. Solid Snake had this weird thing with eye contact. I don't think so. I don't recall that ever being a thing. I'm open for animated X-Men movie being tied to the 90s show. And 97? An animated X-Men movie? Yeah, I guess I'd be open for that too. But you could do a lot more with a TV series than you can with a movie, so. Would you rather have invaded Earth? Wait. Okay, would you rather have invade Earth a predator or a xenomorph? Buddy, you must not watch these movies very well. I'm going with the predator because here's the thing a lot of people don't consider about the predator. The predator only kills people who he considers a threat. So if I were to run into a predator and I have no weapons and I'm completely defenseless and there is literally nothing I can do to the predator is going to ignore me. The predator only hunts people who are like combatants, or he's hunting people. He doesn't hunt people who are of no threat to him. He doesn't do that. If I attack him, then he'll kill me. But if I'm like totally innocent and I'm not interested in him, he's going to leave me alone. Xenomorphs are different. Like there's no evidence of predators ever going out and killing someone who was just a regular civilian. There's evidence of him killing soldiers, or killing people who have weapons, or people who come out to hunt him. But there's no evidence in any movie that has ever had predator of him killing somebody that was completely unarmed and was no threat to him. There was no evidence of that. Maybe have a friend of yours with you. Did you empathize and sympathize with Robin going dark? I can understand why he would. You think Solid Snake would have liked the Predator? I think you would have avoided the Predator. Scariest spider you think of, a tarantula. Unless a Predator has bad blood. Maybe. I guess. Predators are like hunters. Xenomorphs are like starving lions. Starving lions? I don't know if that's a great comparison. Because I don't know if that's a good comparison. Because xenomorphs don't eat you. They kill you. Or they harvest you so they can reproduce. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, because starving lions will kill you and eat you. Xenomorphs don't eat people. They just kill you. So I don't think that's a great comparison. Okay, alright. Alright, the schedule just came out. Maybe I'll do a video about this. We start September at home. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll... Okay, that's a win. That's a win. New quarterback, that's a win. That's a win. That's a loss. That could be a win. 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 That's a loss. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. Then there's the bye. That's a loss. That's a loss. It's a win. Jesus, this could easily be an 11 or 12 win season. Jesus. Point is, Xenos kill instinctively. Yes. Indiscriminately. Catch you in a bit. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to cut the stream here. It was been a great hour, but again, you can sit tight because I'm going to start up Halo right now. And let's see if it... Yep, it immediately launched. Okay, so Halo's feeling better today. Yeah, okay, Halo's starting up. Okay, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to live stream Halo in a little bit. And hopefully I'll catch some of you guys in a few minutes, or I'll be able to catch you guys next week, Wednesday at 4:30 to do another stream. So I don't know. We'll decide when we get there, because I'm going to stop the stream, change the title, then start the stream up again, and it'll be Halo. So I don't know. Maybe you guys will pick in a few minutes. So I'll catch you guys in a couple of minutes for a Halo live stream, and I'll catch some of you guys hopefully in a couple of minutes, or catch you next week. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.